Russ, where do we go from here?
Back home and back on the training ground, I think, because I think I've had this conversation too many times in the last 6 weeks, and it's not seem to be doing anything at the moment about it. So just got to get our heads down and go back to the drawing board.
Right from that second minute, when another crazy goal was given away.
That's it. We're our own worst enemy at the moment. You know, we're coming here. I know we've only drew the last two, but we're coming here in decent form, really. And what you want to do away from home is keep a clean sheet in the first 30 minutes and take the game from there, really. But we're killing ourselves at the moment. Teams don't seem to be scoring good goals past us. And we're 1-0 down, chasing the game again. Pulled ourselves back in it, and then we conceded another crazy goal with seconds to go in the first half. And the half-time team talk's a completely different talk then. And then we conceded again 2 minutes later in the second half. I'm just repeating myself about 8 or 9 times this season already, and it's not good enough.
That is it. I mean, you did haul yourselves back into the game. I mean, you could conceivably, I think, it'd probably been something like 4-1 up before that crazy goal right on half time.
Yeah, you know, when you go away, it's not going to be pretty. You know, you don't mind winning 23 games away from home, 1-0 scrappy. But you just got to stay in the game and be strong. And at the moment, we're not doing that. I don't know why. That's what we need to work on. But you know, we need to have a base to build at the moment.
Is it confidence? Is it effort? Is it application? Or all
I think you know, in this league, you know better than me. You know, if you score the first goal, it's massive, really. You know, 90% of the time when you score the first goal, you'll win the game. But at the moment, we're not giving teams aren't playing well to score past us. We're gifting them goals, so we're giving them a major up and us a massive mountain to climb, really.
I mean, I feel sorry for Brownie, I have to say, because I looked through all the goals and I can't think of one that is down to him.
No, and you know, I don't want anyone to feel sorry for us, or you know, we don't want to feel sorry for ourselves. I know it's early, the season's really early, but we can't keep saying that after every game. You know, we're nearly 10 games into the season now, a quarter of the way through, and we're not where we want to be. We're nowhere near where we want to be, and only we can make it better.
Sooner or later, as you say, time for talking has got to stop, hasn't it?
Of course. We thought that stopped a couple of weeks ago, but now we're back to square one, really. Yeah, that's it, simple as that.
I mean, you did come back at 3-2, but didn't really look like getting that.
No, we often puffed, got the goal, often puffed, but realistically, when you score 2 goals away from home, you expect to either win or draw a game. I'm not blaming defenders, because we all defend as a team, but we're not helping ourselves at the moment. You know, we need to score 3 or 4 goals just to be drawing a game at the moment, and you know, that can't happen at any level.
You said that you summed it up really quite well, and you said that teams aren't scoring good goals, are they?
No, not really. And you know, you can see how good we are with the way we played last week, when we should have beat, you know, Oxford, who were second in the table. We've gifted them 2 silly goals, and we've gifted them silly goals today. I'm just repeating myself, really, and we need to be stronger as a unit to stop that.
So how do you do that? Do you have to go back onto the training ground? Is it change the drills that you're doing?
Maybe, yeah. Obviously, that's up to the gaffer. You know, he's the boss. We will just give it our all, but you know, we're professionals, and we've got to be better. We know that. You know, eventually we'll have a little bit of luck on our side, but at the moment everything seems to be going against us. But I don't want anyone to feel sorry for us, because we've got to dig ourselves out of this hole.
And AFC Wimbledon coming up next week, and Mr. Bennett back at one. I mean, that's not going to be an easy one, because they've had a decent start.
There's no easy games, especially the way things are for us at the moment. Every game's a battle, and the longer you're down there, every game is tough. So the quicker we get a little run going and the confidence starts going, that's when we can start enjoying the season. But at the moment, we've got to get the bit between our teeth and really want to win it out there.
Thanks, Russ.
Russ, you played for Market for a long time in 2 different clubs. How would you describe him at the moment? Does he seem down, or does he seem angry, or is he sort of just trying to be constructive?
No, the gaffer's the same. You know, I think every season I've had with him, we've had a tough spell, and hopefully we're having our tough spell at the start of the season rather than in the middle. You know, everyone's to blame the way we're doing it at the moment, but we all stick together with a team, and we're a good set of lads, but we need to change things quickly. Yeah,
when you do make so many mistakes at leading goals, does it give you faith that you're not actually doing that much wrong if you can cut them out, or are there other fundamental errors?
Yeah, faith, but also, you know, whatever level you play at, if you concede in that first goal within 1, 2, 3 minutes, it's a confidence thing really, and we've just got to start games better. As you saw last week, we 1-0 up in half an hour, absolutely cruising, then we give the team a goal and everything changes then, and that's what we're doing too easily at the moment.
Yeah, I can see why you kept the team the same today because it did so well last week, but do you want to be playing wide of the middle?
John, I'll play anywhere, mate, and I'll do my best as always. Whether I'm more effective out there than in the middle is a different story really. You know, away from home you want to be a bit more solid, but you can be solid but still give sillier goals away. It doesn't matter how solid you are, so back to the drawing board this week, and you know, we really need to stick together now because there's no easy fixture in this league and we've got another tough 2 or 3 games coming up.
Yeah, it's tinkered around with it a bit, hasn't he? And sometimes it's like it's working, and then but never more than 1 or 2 games in a row. So that is what you need to do now, isn't it? Find the formula of who should be playing where.
Of course, every team has to find a formula, and we thought we found ours, but obviously you've got to get games like this, and hopefully we can get back on again next week.
Yeah, probably one of their goals today was a decent strike, and the other 3 probably come off wondering how you've let them in, haven't you?
Well, exactly. You know, we're looking at ourselves after a minute and a half, thinking, here we go again, 1-0 down, and then get ourselves back in the game. Probably looking the better of the team without playing great. Going into half time, thinking we can go on to win the game, and 2-1 down. Last kick of the first half, sloppy goal, and everything changes then.
Yeah, and the one after half time, like you said, there's been goals going in quick succession as well, haven't there? Which completely takes the game away from you when you've done all right.
And that's what's baffling everyone really, especially the gaffer. And you know, he can't do anything about it. He's on the sideline, but you know, we've got to be better. Yeah,
obviously the fans that come down here are particularly disappointed. People at home seeing the result, and what's the message to them? Because
I feel for them, to be honest. You know, the lads are feeling sorry for themselves in there, and you know, but I feel for the people who've travelled down because they're with us every week, and we want to win it for them. Really, you know, it's been their club for years, and it will be their club for years after we've gone. So we've got to be much better, really, for them.
Yeah. Cheers, Russ.
All right, lads.
Cheers for coming up, Russ.
No worries, mate. Don't worry. See you next week.